welcome to the brand new 2022 Yamaha XSR900. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to do a detailed walk around. I'm going to start off with some unique features that the new 2022 XSR900 has, unique to the specific bike. Then I'm going to go over sort of techs and specs and do a sort of detailed walk around and specifications of the bike. Then I think we'll go into rivals, so comparing the 900 to its equivalent rivals from other manufacturers and where the price differences come in, etc., and how it compares and if it's better and which is more desirable, pretty much. And then to finish the video off, I'm going to go with my personal preference as to whether I love or hate the brand new XSR900. Okay, so a few unique features to the XSR900. Now the obvious feature, which is on a lot of people's front of their minds and they're talking about, is the pillion seat. So the raised up pillion seat here. I'm not going to give you my personal thoughts on it yet. I'll leave it to you to make your mind up. It's a very subjective point on looks. Some people hate it, some people love it, but yeah, this is a unique thing to this bike. I think possibly if you could change the pillion seat out to maybe a rear cowling, race inspired rear cowling, I think that would look sweet as. I think that would look very cool. But as it is, it's an all-in-one seat. You've got your rider's seat coming into the pillion seat, so there's no option as it is now to take off the pillion seat and swap that out. But yeah, that's one unique feature. Okay, unique feature number two, which is really cool, a sneaky one, which I think helps strip down the rear section of the bike, give it a minimalist, that's a tricky one, look to the rear section of the bike. But rear, the passenger foot pegs fold in and out, really cool mechanism. Very quality feeling pegs and a very sort of assuring clunk when you fold them out, so you know they're not going to be flapping in and out the whole time. That would be bad, wouldn't it? I think that's a great touch, and as you're probably going to be riding this bike one up majority of the time, nice option to be able to fold those in and get them out of the way. Okay guys, so unique feature number three is the exhaust. Underslung exhaust, so it's tucked right under the motorcycle here. It's not poking out either side like a standard exhaust on another motorcycle, completely under the bike here, and helps add to that minimalistic, there's that word again, minimalistic look to the motorcycle. Stripped down, looks really good. How easy that's going to be to change for an aftermarket exhaust, I'm not sure, but it's very unique. I've never seen an exhaust quite so tucked under the motorcycle like this before. Okay, so unique feature number four, the fuel tank. It's a 14-litre tank. That's not specifically unique, but it's the design and the shape of the tank. It's got a beautiful sort of old school retro racing inspired design and shape to the tank. Up in person in the flesh, it just looks very cool, top quality. Got a nice and wide to it as well, but then coming in quite thin for rooms for your knees for hugging the tank around the corners. Yes, a stunning designed fuel tank. Okay guys, let's move on to the tech specs. So first off, price, £10,200 brand new for the XSR900. Now, I'd like to say a big thank you to Blade Motorcycles for allowing me to look around the bike today. Blade have actually got a bit of a deal going on. This is a brand new bike and they're doing it for $995, so just over £200 off. So if you're interested, give Blade a call. I'm sure they can sort you out with a good deal on this bike, so thank you Blade for that. Moving on to the engine, it's a classic, it's a CP3 Yamaha triple engine. So the tried and trusted CP3 triple from Yamaha. It's got 117 brake horsepower and 93 Newton meters of torque. If you've never ridden it, it's an amazing engine, one of the best triples out there in my personal opinion. Very reliable, great amount of power to have fun on, but then not too crazy, set your hair on fire, scary either. Right, quick fire round, I'm going to roll off the stats for the suspension. KYB forks up front, fully adjustable 41mm suspension with 130mm travel up front. Okay, on the rear, you've got link type suspension with a single KYB shock with 137mm of travel, which is preload and rebound adjustable. Okay, onto the front brakes. So you've got two 298mm discs up front with 4 piston calipers, but you've also got the master Brembo cylinder up top as well, which is very nice. So having obviously not ridden the bike yet, I should think the brakes are very nice. Okay, onto the rear brakes, you've got a single 245mm disc with a 2-piston Nissin caliper. Okay guys, so seat height, 810mm. Pretty standard for this style of naked retro, if you like, motorcycle. I'm 5'9", with a 32-inch inseam, and yeah, it's a nice seat height. I can flat foot it quite comfortably, but then you're definitely not too low to the ground. Yeah, and actually sitting here, it's quite a narrow, although the tank is quite wide up front, it does slim in nicely in between the legs, so you can get a nice grip on the tank. Of course, compared to the MT-09, this is a more comfortable upright riding position, a more of a roomy riding position. You can feel that immediately sitting on the bike. Very nice riding position. Onto the weight, it's 193 kilograms wet weight. Quite a light motorbike actually for in its class, doing very well. Pretty sort of medium compared to its competition as well. Sitting here on it actually feels very easy and manoeuvrable. I haven't exactly got strong legs with these chicken legs, but yeah, no problem at all flat footing it on the ground and sort of manoeuvring the bike around. So yeah, I can imagine whilst riding it's going to feel extremely nimble and flickable. So guys, electronics wise, you've got 3 rider modes, I believe, coming in at 3, 2 and 1 being the sportiest riding mode. It has a 6-axis IMU with Bosch cornering ABS. So guys, just another example of how spec'd out this bike is. As standard with the bike, you're getting traction control, slide control, lift control, so anti-wheelie, and a quick shifter, all as standard straight out of the box of this bike. So it's coming really sort of fully spec'd for that £10,200, which is great. You don't have to faff around too much with the accessories and specification lists. You're getting a lot of the gizmos, a lot of the high tech straight out the box. So guys, competition. In competition, there's a little bit of competition. Obviously you've got the MT-09, which is very much the same bike, suspension, brakes and specification wise, again from Yamaha. The MT-09 is coming in at £9,400. That is actually a fair chunk of change cheaper than the XSR. However, looking at both of them, if you've got the extra cash, personally I think this XSR is quite a special looking bike. I would probably go for the XSR over the MT-09 if you have the money. The Triumph Street Triple RS coming in at £10,995. A little bit more expensive, £700 more expensive than the XSR here. It's a tricky one. The quality of the Triumph, usual Triumph quality, is very high spec, beautiful triple as well. Now of course we're yet to ride this bike, but given price wise, just shows this bike is actually really top quality for Yamaha here, so that would be a close one. Now a big one, the Kawasaki Z900 RS coming at £11,229, pretty much £1,000 more than the XSR900. However, that Kawasaki is a pretty special bike with its inline 4. The build quality of the Kawasaki is very nice as well, although the Yamaha is not bad at all. I would say the build quality on the Kawasaki is slightly better, but comparing the two bikes, for nearly £1,000 less you can get this Yamaha. That would also be a very close one. I'm going to hold back my judgment on what I'd have yet because I simply haven't ridden this, but yeah, right now at this very moment the Yamaha XSR900 is looking like a great deal. Alright, so we've done unique features, walk around, specifications, competition. Now onto the big one, love or hate. It seems like the seat, funnily enough, is dividing opinion between a lot of people I've spoken to. My personal opinion on the seat, I really like it. I'm a lover of that seat. I think it's fantastic. Gives it a muscular, strong look, especially over the XSR700, this being the bigger brother. And it also looks really nice, old school racer style to it, but with the minimal design at the back with the exhaust and the passenger foot pegs folding in. I think it just looks fantastic. Also with the old school race inspired fuel tank at the front. Yeah, overall for the whole bike, I'm going love. Haven't ridden it yet, but from just looks wise and the specifications, along with the price, which is very tasty, I'm a lover of this bike so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think about the seat? I'd be interested to hear. Many thanks for watching. Many thanks to Blade Motorcycles again. I've been struggling to get my hands on one of these bikes. I've been very interested in it for a long time. I shall try and get one to ride on the channel as soon as possible, to give you my point of view on it. But yeah, if you're interested in this bike, guys, I was just speaking to Sam here at Blade. Give Blade a call. It's the exact figures, it's just over £200 off of this brand new model in this blue with the gold wheels, gold forks, just beautiful specs. So yeah, give them a shout if you're interested. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next video, hopefully where it's as sunny as this. Keep riding, stay happy, all the best. Ciao Bella.